Welcome crafters! I have another Dollar Tree Halloween DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, we're going to be doing the fourth installment of Dollar Tree's new Wreath decorating kit. They have 4 to choose from. In today's video, we're going to be using the skeleton. Now this is what the packaging looks like, and they always have a picture here as to what the wreath attachment looks like. And these are created to fit a standard 14-inch wire wreath form that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. So let's get started and let me show you how to make this beautiful Halloween skeleton wreath. For today's project, you're going to need one of these square wreath forms. Now this one I did pick up at Dollar Tree. It was a while ago. It was a closeout from Walmart. This is a 16-inch wreath form. The square wreath form that Dollar Tree normally carries is 14-inch. You can use that one, but if you would like to use a larger one, you can check Walmart. If Walmart doesn't carry it, I'm sure Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby will have one. You're also going to need some Dollar Tree mesh and some pipe cleaners cut in half. I'm assuming it will take 4 rolls of the purple and 8 rolls of the black for a 16-inch square wreath. If you're using the 14-inch square wreath, you might be able to get away with just 3 purple and 6 black. Today we're going to be doing the Poof Method. I really like to use the Poof Method on Dollar Tree mesh because you're not cutting the mesh, so you get a really nice thick base, and you can adjust the sizes of your poofs. I like to do usually 8-inch or 10-inch poofs depending on how dense I want my base. Today I want a pretty dense base, so we're going to be doing 8-inch poofs. Now to get this started, you want to take the end of each roll of mesh, and we're going to be working with 3 rolls at a time. Now usually you see the Poof Method or the bubble method done using 10 or 21-inch mesh. This was my solution to using a Dollar Tree deco mesh, is to use multiple rolls at a time. You can do this with either 2 or 3 rolls of deco mesh, and I like it because it goes very quickly and you end up doing 2 or 3 poofs every time you measure. Okay, so you want to get those ends together, secure a pipe cleaner. You want to make sure that's nice and tight. You don't want that to come loose. And then here on my square frame, I'm going to start right here at the crossbar next to one of the corners. And I'm going to feed from the front to the back, right there over that crossbar. Pull it to the back and give a good twist. Now to make sure this is really secure, I'm going to take my ends, feed them back from the front to the back, and pull them back through my pipe cleaners. Pull my pipe cleaners together and give another good twist. This just gives me extra security that those ends are not going to pull through as I'm working on it. Now if you have a lot of mesh here on the end, you can trim some off. You just want to leave about 1 inch. And if your pipe cleaners are too long, just trim a little off. You want any sharp ends to be pushed forward. Don't worry, you're not going to see them from the front. Now we're going to be measuring our poofs at about 8 inches today. If you like a larger, more looser poof or base, then you can measure it longer, usually 10 inches. You can even go to 12. So I'm going to measure here at 8 inches. I'm going to pinch. You want to start your measurement right here where you tied it onto your wreath form. Take a pipe cleaner, wrap it around that section. You want to get that nice and snug. And then you take the pipe cleaners, and we're going to be attaching it here to the single bar in the middle. If you happen to get a square wreath form that has 4 bars, you'll attach it to the 2 bars in the middle. Okay, so wrap it around the center bar, give it a good twist or two, and tuck forward, and then you move that poof over. Okay, keep adding poofs until your section is full. Just continue to measure at 8 inches, pinch, add a pipe cleaner, and attach. When measuring out your poofs, try to be consistent. That way your wreath will be even all the way around. For your convenience, in the description box below is a complete detailed list of all the tools and materials I used to complete the project. This list will tell you exactly how much you're going to need and where I purchased the materials. I have my first 3 rolls on, and it has covered 2 sections, a corner section and one of the straight sections. I was able to put 10 poofs in the straight section and 11 poofs here in the corner. So you want to put 5 poofs here, and then when you get to the corner you want to put 1 poof on the inner corner here, and then do another 5 poofs on the other side. That will fill in this little hole. If you don't do it, you will notice that you have a little empty spot right in the corner. So doing that 1 extra poof takes care of that. Now once you've completed a section, you should go back and just separate your poofs. And you don't have to open them up, but you do need to kind of pull them apart. You're using 3 different mesh ribbons at a time, so you want to get the benefit of having all of those extra poofs. This will make your base really nice, thick, and full, and much easier to apply all of your other embellishments. I just wanted to share a trick with you to make things go a little bit faster that I've been doing lately. Is I measure out and place several pipe cleaners on, and then once I have about 5 or 6, I will go back and then attach them one after another. I don't know about you, but when I do things over and over that are very monotonous, I get bored super easy. So I find if I kind of mix things up, I do a few of the measuring, I do a few of the attaching, and then when I'm done with the section, I go through and pull them apart. It makes the wreath making process not quite so monotonous, because you are repeating the same action over and over again until you get that wreath base covered. I have my wreath base complete. It's nice, thick, and full. It did take a total of 12 rolls of deco mesh for this 16-inch wire wreath form. Here on the back you can see I added an additional poof on each corner, and that fills it in nicely. Everything looks nice and clean. Here on the corner I've added a hanger. I'm going to be doing the design like this on this wreath. You can set this aside. This is the sign that we're going to be using today on our wreath. This came out of Dollar Tree's Halloween section this year. It's a brand new series. They have 3 that are like this, and 2 of them are quite suitable for this wreath. We're going to get this sign ready to go onto our wreath today. And I'm going to be putting 4 pipe cleaners, 1 in each of these corners, and then I'm also going to be adding some floral wire here where the jute cord was to hang it. You want to place 1 pipe cleaner in each corner. I have all 4 pipe cleaners on, and I've added some floral wire here to the hole. Now I want to place my sign right in the middle. Now to get your sign attached, all you do is you take your floral wire and your pipe cleaners, you separate the mesh, and you feed it down until you get to the wire frame in the back. Attach it anywhere you need to on the wire frame to get your sign to sit exactly where you want it to. Let's work on our ribbon bundles now. So I pulled out these 2 rolls from Dollar Tree's Halloween section. This one is just a black lacy ribbon. It's 2.5 inches at 3 yards. This one is one of my favorites. I love the orange and black. 2.5 inches. And then this one I really love. I bought specifically to do a skeleton wreath, and I love the purple in the background. And it also has these little dots of orange as well as trimmed on his hat. So I think he's very suitable. And this one I did pick up from craftoutlet.com. It was $6.75. I'll insert the item number here. And the maker is Really Good Ribbon. You will want to cut 8 pieces of this ribbon at 10 inches. And then 4 pieces of each of the other ribbons at 10 inches. I have my ribbon cut. We're going to be making 2 different ribbon bundles. This is the first one, and this is the second one. So every one is going to have the purple ribbon, and then the accent ribbon is going to alternate between the 2. And I'm only going to be doing 8 bundles because we're also going to be doing a bow for this wreath. So just take one of the backup ribbons, find the center and scrunch. Find the center and scrunch. And then you want to crisscross them. Take your pipe cleaner, wrap it to the back. I like to pull things down. It makes it easy. Pinch and twist. I always like to style my ribbon a little bit before I put it in. Now I've really been liking the blunt ends on my ribbon, and I'm going to leave it that way, but if you would like to dovetail or angle your ends, by all means, go ahead. Okay, so you need to make 4 bundles like this and 4 bundles like this. Now I have my ribbon bundles made, but before I start to add them, I want to get my wreath attachment on. And I'm going to place him on this side. And I've been playing with him a little bit as to how I want to place him. So I'm going to open the mesh a little bit and kind of stick his top part down. And then I'm going to leave a little bit of mesh. And then come down and stick in his bottom. And then here in the center I want to place one of my ribbon bundles. And that's why I want to get him on first. But I like that. On the other corner here, this is where I'm planning on putting my bow. Now to get him attached, I'm going to start here on the top piece. I found with these, I like to hot glue them into place first, and then I use the ribbon to help tie it. If I just use the ribbon, they tend to move a lot, and then I don't get them placed exactly where I want them to be placed. Okay, so I'm going to work on getting my skeleton wreath attachment onto my wreath. I have my skeleton and my ribbon bundles in, and I think he looks absolutely adorable. Perfect. Now I just kind of mixed up where I placed everything, and I did leave this whole area here open for my bow. I'm going to place my bow here, and I want tails to come down. So this will fill in once I get my bow on, and that's what we're going to do next. I'm going to be using my Deluxe Easy Bow Maker today. I really like this machine. You can make small, medium, large, any size bows. I have arthritis in my hands and it makes it very difficult for me to hold everything, so this helps me out a lot. You're going to need 1 or 2 long pipe cleaners. And I'm going to use the same ribbon that I used in the bundles. And we're going to start here with this really pretty orange and black ribbon. Now I'm going to measure my tails here at about 8 inches, pinch, and then twist. So when you start out, your tail, the nice side of the ribbon should be facing up, but once you come through the 2 large dowel rods, you need to twist so the nice side of your ribbon is facing down when you go to start to make your loops for your bow. Now on this one, I'm going to measure 5-inch loops, and I'm going to do 2 on either side with this ribbon. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the black ribbon. I'm going to measure my tail, actually a little shorter. Let's go 6 inches on this one. And then I'll do 2 loops on either side at 5 inches. Now let's go with our really pretty purple ribbon here. I'm going to measure my tails here at 8 inches. Pinch and twist. Now on this one, I'm going to shorten my loops to 4 inches, and I'm going to make 2 loops on either side at 4 inches. Now I have 2 loops on either side. I'm going to add 1 more loop, and I'm going to make it at 4 inches or just slightly less. This is going to be my center loop for my bow. Okay. And then to go back to the other side for my tail, I'm going to come through the 2 here in the front. That allows me to keep a little piece of ribbon on this side, so when I tie it together, my bow does not fall apart. Another reason why I really like working with this bow maker is because I can get in here, I can work with my bow, I can fluff it out and make sure that I'm getting the look that I'm wanting. Okay, once you have all that done, you can take your pipe cleaner, run it right down underneath. Come up next to the dowel rods. I like to push everything down, my ribbon, and then pinch my pipe cleaner and lift out. This helps keep everything nice and stacked. Make sure you have that little piece there in the front over on the correct side. Take your pipe cleaners and pull tight, wrap them around to the back, and give a good twist or 2. Now see that one little piece right there? That's from my center loop, and that is going to keep my bow together. If I didn't catch that, I'd lose my center loop and then it would be loose and my bow would fall apart. And just go through, open up your loops, and pull down your tails. I always like to kind of hold it in the center so I don't pull too tight. I'll do my final adjusting and the trimming of my tails once I get my bow onto my wreath. And that is approximately what your bow should look like. I have my bow on and I'm really happy with it. And I cut my tails different lengths. So I kind of went long and then a little shorter, and I did dovetail all of them except for the black. I left those blunt. But I am loving it. There's just a couple more things I'd like to add. Now, if you are unable to find the skeleton wreath kit and you would like to make this wreath, this is something else that you can use in place of it. You can also pick this up at Dollar Tree. This is over where their Halloween craft supplies are. And he is just a wood cut out hinged skeleton. You can paint him white and accent him up however you like. If he is too big for your wreath, you can always cut him and then do what I did. You can maybe remove a section and do the top section and the bottom section so you have two pieces. But this is also another great idea for the wreath. I have two more embellishments that I want to add to the wreath. I want a little bit more orange in the wreath, so I'm going to add some of these gem spiders. Now they come as rings. All you have to do is trim off the ring part, add a little bit of hot glue, and attach it to your wreath. They glue very well to the deco mesh. And then I also have some of these, and they are just small skeleton heads. I did pick this up in a package from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to add some of these as well. Now, if you know that your wreath is going to go outside and you want to make it a little bit more weather resistant, when you're gluing on your lighter weight embellishments, you want to use a combination of Aleene's Original Tacky Glue and hot glue. Hot glue will hold your piece in place until Aleene's fully sets up, and that can take up to 24 hours. After that, Aleene's is weather resistant and your piece is not going to fall off if there's hot, cold, wind, or rain. And here you go. We are all done. I have all of my embellishments on. I really like that wreath attachment. I think he's so adorable. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. If you know anyone who would enjoy my content, please share it with them. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. You have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.